fellow heirs, and welcome to Weekday Wind Down with the Word, where we are reading through the book of Exodus. And today we will be reading the 19th chapter of Exodus in the NLT version. So without any further ado, let's start reading. Chapter 19 is about the Lord revealing himself at Sinai. Exactly 2 months after the Israelites left Egypt, they arrived in the wilderness of Sinai. After breaking camp at Rephidim, they came to the wilderness of Sinai and set up camp there at the base of Mount Sinai. Then Moses climbed the mountain to appear before God. The Lord called to him from the mountain and said, "Give these instructions to the family of Jacob. Announce it to the descendants of Israel. You have seen what I did to the Egyptians. You know how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, if you obey me and keep my covenants, you will be my own special treasure from among all the peoples on earth, for all the earth belongs to me. And you will be my kingdom of priests, my holy nation. This is the message you must give to the people of Israel." So Moses returned from the mountain and called together the elders of the people and told them everything the Lord had commanded him. And all the people responded together, "We will do everything the Lord has commanded." So Moses brought the people's answer back to the Lord. And the Lord said to Moses, "I will come to you in a thick cloud, Moses, so the people themselves can hear me when I speak with you. Then they will always trust you." Moses told the Lord what the people had said. Then the Lord told Moses, "Go down and prepare the people for my arrival. Consecrate them today and tomorrow and have them wash their clothing. Be sure they are ready on the 3rd day, for on that day the Lord will come down on Mount Sinai as all the people watch. Mark off a boundary around the mountain. Warn the people, be careful. Do not go up on the mountain or even touch its boundaries. Anyone who touches the mountain will certainly be put to death. No hand may touch the person or animal that crosses the boundary. Instead, stone or shoot them with arrows. They must be put to death. However, when the ram's horn sounds a long blast, then the people may go up on the mountain." So Moses went down to the people. He consecrated them for worship, and they washed their clothes. He told them, "Get ready for the 3rd day, and until then, abstain from having sexual intercourse." On the morning of the 3rd day, thunder roared and lightning flashed, and a dense cloud came down on the mountain. There was a long, loud blast from a ram's horn, and all the people trembled. Moses led them out from the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. All of Mount Sinai was covered with smoke because the Lord had descended on it in that form of fire. The smoke billowed into the sky like smoke from a brick kiln, and the whole mountain shook violently. As the blast of the ram's horn grew louder and louder, Moses spoke and God thundered his reply. The Lord came down on the mountain of Mount Sinai and called Moses to the top of the mountain. So Moses climbed the mountain. Then the Lord told Moses, "Go back down and warn the people not to break through the boundaries to see the Lord, or they will die. Even the priests who regularly come near to the Lord must purify themselves so that the Lord does not break out and destroy them." "But Lord," Moses protested, "the people cannot come up to Mount Sinai. You already warned us. You told me, mark off a boundary all around the mountain to set it apart as holy." But the Lord said, "Go down and bring Aaron back up with you. In the meantime, do not let the priest or the people break through to approach the Lord, or he will break out and destroy them." So Moses went down to the people and told them what the Lord had said. And that concludes the reading of Exodus 19 in the NLT version. As I read through this chapter, I thought about how God is multifaceted on so many levels. I see the people of Israel tremble at the thunder and the smoke. And if I was back with them, I'm sure I would be trembling as well. I mean, they've never seen such a thing probably in their lives, or never heard such thunder. But that's how God wanted to approach them. And I thought about when he first approached Moses, he approached him from a burning bush. And I thought, I said, maybe that's why, Moses wasn't so afraid of him, because when he first approached Moses, like I said, he approached him from a burning bush. And at first, Moses didn't know that that was God. He just saw the burning bush and it intrigued him. So he went to take a closer look to him. And then once God told him, hey, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then he kind of, tried to hide himself, because, he know how great and almighty our God is. And so he had kind of built that relationship with God, because God talked to him often, but these people, the Israelites, this was their first time having this sort of an encounter with the Lord. And then God showed his power and might. It's just like God was kind of holding back when he revealed himself to Moses. He was kind of holding back, being calm, being, very level, very calm and everything when he talked to Moses. At least that's the way I'm imagining it in my head. But when it came to the children of Moses, children of Israelite, he was just there in all his glory and all his splendor, and that all the elements around him reacted to his presence. And it just amazed me how God is so multifaceted. And even now when I hear the voice of the Lord sometimes, it's a still, quiet voice. That's the way he speaks to me. But I cannot say he's never talked to anyone in a thunderous voice that's still living today. I've heard some people say, oh, God don't appear to people like that no more, or he don't speak to people like that, or he don't give visions to people. But the Bible said that God is the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. He never changes. We may change, but not him. So I'm just really amazed at that. And I just wanted to share that with you. And that just shows the might and his glory and all he can do, And so if you're going through something today, trust in him. I mean, he's almighty, all powerful. He's not held or bound by time or space or anything. He is all powerful and almighty, and he can do the impossible. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it right here. Tell me what you thought about this chapter 19. Put it in the comment section below. I would love to see what you thought. Thank you so much for listening to Weekday Wind Down with the Word, and have a great day.